I'm back. I am going to show you some things I've learned about this little heater. I've also been reading about kerosene. That might be one of the things that you don't want to use is old kerosene. I did use old kerosene. Seemed to work. I will tell you right now is the absolute worst time of the year to buy kerosene. Okay, it's wintertime. People are buying kerosene and those little Coleman green butane tanks, like they're like they're chiclets off the store. Apparently, that's a survival thing or a survival instinct for people. I don't know. Good luck with them. I will tell you that. Actually, I won't tell you what I just paid for this 2.5 gallon Kerosene Sunnyside 1K heater and applications fuel. Crystal clear and no dyes. That's what you want. Crystal clear and no dyes. 1K kerosene. Okay? Shop around. Try to get it at a good price. If you go down and try to impulse buy it, you're going to pay dearly. I know exactly what I should be paying. And I paid nearly double. Also, I came home from fishing today and I finally got a replacement wick for the Model 15. Okay? This guy must have went to England to get it because it took every bit of 2 weeks to get it. Honestly, it should have been here. I mean, no later than a week. But I am going to drain out the old kerosene because it does have a little yellowy tint, and I understand that you don't want that. So that might help what's going on here. Two, I'm going to show you some things that I've learned about the stove that will probably help you, especially if you're having issues winding up the wick, turning the wick up, turning the wick down. Okay. I also show you my handy dandy lid. I got mine with no lid, so I made mine. It's super key. The guy told me you didn't need one. That's what it looks like without the lid. I've got big plans to remake this lid. It's super important to have this. I really believe there's kind of like a secondary burn that happens in this flume when this thing's running at its optimum, whether it's a burn or whether the heat. I think it's going to burn cleaner. It's not going to stink as much. Plus, I put this handle on here, which is all cool, but the lid that I'm going to make, I want to be able to make it so that I can put my coffee on there. So I'm going to pause you, and I'm going to drain out this old kerosene. I'm going to put the new kerosene in. I'll be right back. I had to laugh because I got all excited about pouring out what was in there. If it was a half a cup, I'd be surprised. Anyway, that was non-eventful. Old kerosene gone. I probably should have just poured this in with it. Probably should go outside and do this. It's not really stinky, but it's messy. You seeing me spill? Not too bad. Almost. Almost. All right, that's good. It's 2.5 gallon. About half of it went in there. Okay. Not too bad. I didn't spill that much. All right. Now, inside of here, I'm going to turn this around. We're going to fool with this wick. All right. And when the internet says that you got, or the directions say you don't want to fool with this until you have a blue flame, it's correct. If you're rocking a yellow flame, it's not going to work good. It's going to stink. It works, but it doesn't work great. So I'm going to set this aside. This bad boy just kind of sits in here. Boom, pulls that out. This, give it a half turn, pop that out. Set this aside, and then you've got your lovely wick. Now, you can see that, right? There's these two bars right here on the side. And they, when you raise this up, you can see it, right? It's going up and it's going down. Somebody raised and lowered this thing when this wick was stuck to the collar here. And the wick is soft. Where the two buttons are, it's spongy. So you lose a number of turns just in the wick. They did not treat this wick very well. I still think that there's some life to this wick. You got almost an inch. If you look on the new one, well, you can see that's actually, yeah, see that? Twice as much. There you go. That's what it looks like. Look at that. See that? It's nice and round. This is going to be nice. Let's pull this off. You lift this little bar off the button on both sides, and you lift your wick out. You get one going on one side, one going on the other, and go ahead and pull this thing on up. Now, I'm going to tell you something here. Set this out of the way. I think what happens is this guy right here, you see this? You see the metal arms coming up? I'm turning it up and it's all the way up and it's all the way down. What I think happens is this tank sits empty for many years, many months, and what's happened is there's like an elbow down here, and even right now, I can feel that there's friction in there, and I think that's because where the pin is that holds this on, they've been sitting dry. So from here, there's two bars that go they're like this. There's two bars that go this way, and then there's two bars that go this way, and there's like a rivet that holds them together. And you know what? I can still feel, when I first started working this, I could barely even turn these at all. The right side was the worst. And see, now when they're sitting down there in that kerosene, they're going to naturally be lubricated, and they're going to be protected from rust. And, you know, honestly, they don't get used that much, right? So what I did, I put in a touch of liquid wrench down there on those two joints that go up, and then I also put in a little bit of lubricant. I had a long little hose, and I went down there and lubed that. Man, this one is still. It's still not very pliable. I'm going to work on that. Hang on a second. Here's the lubricant. Am I still recording? Yeah. Here's the lubricant. It's Tri-Flow. It's superior lubricant. I used to use this on my bicycle. It is actually awesome. And okay, so that's feeling pretty good. And you don't want to put much. We're talking just a single drop of this down there. That is already night and day. Okay, I'm feeling pretty good at that with that. All right, now I showed you hacksaw blade, grind off on your grinder all the teeth. So you got this nice little flexible spoon. This you're gonna want to put this. So here's your tank lid and your adjuster, and see you have two flaps. Okay, you have two flaps. So these two bars, they're coming across horizontally, so this one has to fit in this way and that one has to fit in the other one. I've seen people cut these into force. I'm not going to do that. I'm gonna do it the way it was designed. So where's my little, what do I do with it? Where'd you go? There it is. Okay, get this dabbled down in here, get this one going in the back. Okay, you want to keep the rigidity of this up here. You want to keep that's important. It really is. You don't want to go messing with the structure of the wick at all, like I'm doing right now. A little bit here on the inside. This tool is invaluable. It really is. Okay. Okay. One more. Wow. It's being stubborn. Being a little bit stubborn. All right, I think I got it. Hang on. Okay, that was tight. It really was. Okay, getting close. Okay. Oh. There you go. Okay. Almost down there to the button. Almost. Almost. Oh boy, there it is. It's on there. Now, what happens when I pull it back down? Will it do it? Yes, it will. It's going down. I like it. Yeah. You see that? Ha ha ha. All right. Nice and easy. Okay. Let me put this back together here. Like so. A little half turn. And the inner. There we go. Now it says that the wick has to soak up and get up there, so I'm going to put you on pause until it says about 20 minutes, so I'll be back. Who am I kidding? I can't wait 20 minutes. I'm going to give this a little paint job to get the party started. Right, got some nice clean kerosene. I can already see it soaking up. Okay. clean up any of the drippings. I'm excited. I'm getting excited to see this blue flame. My experience has not been a blue flame yet, or not much of one. Okay, try this again. There, and on the inside, there, and match. Boom! No. Uh-oh. There we go. Come on, baby. Come on, baby, light my fire. Had to do that. Okay. I'm liking that. I'm not seeing any smoke whatsoever from that. None. And that's different. That's different. That thing's whipping around. It's nice and even. Let's see what happens when I put this down. Yeah. Can you see in there? Sure you can. All right. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, look at that. Woo! Oh my gosh, it's night and day. You hear it? Oh wow. Look at that blue flame. Can you hear that thing? It's whipping. All right, well that's it. They were not lying. That if you get one of these and it's been sitting forever, I would not even turn this wick thing. I honestly would, especially if it's empty, pull this up, to even take your wick out and lube. Get you know those stanchions that come out from here, those two little elbows. Get those things so that they're nice and pliable, so that it'll move that wick up and down that tube. And then honestly, oh my gosh, the heat level is off the hook. It's got to be 5 times hotter than what I had before. Now, of course, I did two things. I got a brand new wick and I put fresh kerosene in. So go ahead and do both and you're gonna love it. Thanks for looking. I had a strong feeling that this was going to be a success. This actually should have been the first part of my 3-part, but you know who's counting. So good luck. Send me some pictures or some comments of your blue flame that you're trying to get fired up. Thank you. Have a great weekend.